You may not know this, but we have 2 visitor centers. And people call us, they text us, they email us, they fill out web forms, and they ask us questions. And you're going to help me in a segment we call We Get Questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The funny part is, when I normally do the introduction, people are like, sure, okay, but you literally are the guy that like gets these questions.
If you email us, I'm probably the one answering the question.
Right. And yeah, info@sonomavalley.com. Or on the forums, people ask us about meetings and weddings and stuff like that.
They can also text us.
707-996-1090.
Yeah.
And it pops up on our phones.
It does.
And then I text you and
That's
I say,
who texted just a few minutes
oh,
ago.
really? And I say, Jose, where's the text? Okay. So here we go. Ready?
Ready.
Here's the first question we got this week. There is an awful smell emanating from underneath the tree in the northeast corner of the plaza. What is it?
Oh, that's that beautiful, beautiful ginkgo tree.
Yeah.
Right?
It smells like death. Vomit. It smells like vomit death. Yeah.
It's a beautiful tree, though, but it does smell.
Yeah. So there's a ginkgo tree. There's male and female ginkgo trees. And most people plant, I think, the male tree. I think the female tree, when it goes to flower and then creates a smell that is supposed to attract pollinators. But it's such an ancient tree from before the times, like back in a long time ago, before flowers put out a sweet smell, they would put out a decaying smell because the pollinators would go after decaying matter. So it's replicating disgusting smell.
I'm impressed. I know more about that than anybody I know.
Well, check me on that. I could be wrong. That's what I heard.
But hey, you know what that brings up is that if people want to find out about the trees around the plaza, we do have a map, another map.
We do.
Another map at the visitor center about the trees on the plaza. You can identify, what the trees are that you're looking at and find the ginkgo tree when it doesn't smell.
Which when it doesn't smell.
Yeah.
Someone else asked me about the enormous tree that's on the south part of the plaza. That's like from Australia, maybe.
That's the gum tree, isn't it?
The gum tree, yeah. Also eucalyptus tree.
Yeah.
They call it, yeah, it's huge. We got this text earlier this week. You ready for it?
Let's see.
Is this the visitor center?
Actually, that's a pretty frequent question. But, it's in all fairness, the building on the outside, it says library.
Right.
Because it's the old Carnegie Library.
Okay.
That was built in 1913. But right below that, there's a sign that says, Visitors Bureau. So
I do love they were obviously standing in front of the sign because on the Visitors Bureau sign is the phone number. It says text us for questions.
Yeah.
But that is the visitor center. If
center.
you were standing at 453 First Street East in Sonoma, that is the visitor
center. And the other visitor center, visitors desk that we have is one at Jacuzzi Family Vineyards, which a great place to visit.
Absolutely.
Just to see the winery. And this time of year, although it might be towards the end, they're pressing olives as well at the olive press.
Oh, right, because olives come in after grapes.
Yeah.
And then, someone once said when people were writing, and they always say, "Oh, they had olive-colored skin," right? Yeah, like to describe someone usually with like darker skin, and they're like, "Olives are green." You're essentially calling them a reptile.
A greenish tone.
Greenish tone, yeah. So you might want to rethink that, but to get olive oil, you squish the olives. And they do that at the olive press at Jacuzzi Winery. So, okay. And you can take a tour, right?
Yeah, you can, yeah. They'll take you back there and take a look at the press and all that. So.
Okay, neat. Another question we got. This was in person. We are going to the redwoods tomorrow, but want some ideas on things to see along the way. Got any ideas?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Well, if they're heading out to Armstrong Woods, there's, quite a bit right there, the town of Guerneville. Mm-hmm. It's a fun place to visit and a lot of good restaurants.
Okay.
Right near the Russian River.
Right.
Are those the redwoods that they were talking about?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, the classic joke, you don't do this because you're actually nice to people, but there is a redwood right outside the front of the visitor center.
Oh, yeah.
So why, I'm going to save you a drive, there's a redwood, but it's not the great redwoods, right? It's it's an okay redwood. And it was planted there.
Yeah.
But
in Armstrong, it's a great place to visit.
Yeah, you can stop there. There's some wineries along the way. It's the Russian River Valley, Pinot Noir. Corbell's a good tour. People know that one, but a lot of really good Pinot Noir and Chardonnay houses out there. And then the chef Krista Lutke has a bunch of shops and restaurants in Guerneville that are worth a stop, as well as Boone is one of her shops there and stuff. So yeah, that's
Boone Hotel.
Yeah, it's a
and
good spot.
visit the visitor center right there in Armstrong.
You should visit the visitor center at Armstrong.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's good. Yeah,
They're great people there.
they're good people. This is also from in person. We heard that there is a bike path that runs along Highway 101. What is it, and how far can we ride?
Oh, jeez.
It might be along a train track. It might be along.
Is it? Is it? You got me in that one.
Okay, so
along 101.
Along 101,
Yeah.
the SMART train has a bike path that does run. By the way, you should have used your card on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. There is a bike path that runs along the Sonoma Marin Trail Regional Transit right of way. It'll eventually connect. It'll connect from Larkspur, which is where the ferry is, all the way up to, God willing, Cloverdale in northern Sonoma County. For now, there's a bike trail that runs roughly from Windsor down to, Santa Rosa. There's like interruptions, then down to Petaluma, and then down through Marin. But there's different sections being opened all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
So there is sort of a bike path. It's not done yet, though. So this is a trick question. Yes, you heard there's a bike path. No, it's not done. Yes, it's happening.
Yeah.
But no,
There
you
are
can't.
sections of it. So
Right.
Yeah.
We got a bike
But-
path here in Sonoma Valley, a small section by Flowery. There's a little section there, and then through the I always say the Boys and Girls Club at Maxwell, and then
Maxwell, and then connects,
right
all the way down into town.
on the Sonoma bike path.
Yeah,
right.
the bike path that ends at Sebastiani Vineyards.
Yeah, we get a lot of people on that. They like to walk that and stuff like that. Okay.
It's a good one. It's pretty flat, and it's just bike or walk.
Yeah, stroll, scooter.
Scooter? No scooters.
No scooters? I think you
People do
scooter.
scooter, but I don't think that.
No, I bet like the mobility scooters.
Oh
Not,
yeah, those yeah.
Not like the super fast, like
Yeah.
15-year-old boys. Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to see it again? What? Okay, this is a question I got earlier. I work with a guy who will sometimes, out of nowhere, loudly exclaim, "Wepa!" What on earth does that mean, and should I be concerned?
No, do not be concerned.
I'm concerned.
It's a good thing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Wepa!
It's a Wepa.
What does that mean?
Like, yeah. It's it's just an expression of, it's excitement.
Is it only Puerto Ricans that say "Wepa"?
That I know of. Yeah.
So weird.
That I know of.
I love that.
I
Okay.
said that to somebody today who was Puerto Rican, and they loved it because
So does it mean like, hey,
I haven't
yeah,
heard it in a while.
all right, let's
yeah,
go?
like go, it can be used in many different ways.
So if you're watching a baseball game and someone hits a home run, do you yell "Wepa"?
You can say Wepa, of course.
Okay.
If you see somebody in the hallway dancing, you can say
Right.
Wepa.
Oh, that's a thing. Like it's just between homeroom and chemistry in Puerto Rico, and someone's sitting there doing, is it salsa? What do they do in Puerto Rico?
Salsa.
Salsa. So they're like salsaing, and you're like,
Wepa.
"Wepa." Okay.
Yeah.
If I get,
What comments we get on that
I
one?
know I'm in trouble now. So if I am in a nice beach, what's a nice beach in
There's so many, but Luquillo.
I'm at Luquillo Beach. I'm having a good time. I order alcapurrias from the alcapurria stand,
And they're right there.
and I take a bite. Do I say "Wepa"?
You could.
Shut up.
You could.
This word can be used for everything? I love this.
Multi-purpose.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was an actual question I got today. Yeah. That's who would have thought?